Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome back to the 30 and 30 on Our Wyoming Life. Today, a very special episode because today is the most famous cows on the ranch. It's her birthday, and Mackenzie is going to kick off the celebration. This is the 19th video of the 30 and 30.
Please don't die on me. Holy.
Hey, is there any chance I can get some help? Bambi's birthday celebration will kick off here in just a minute, but before we get there, we're going to start off today's video by taking a little step backward, because a few weeks ago, I got a chance to hang out with Ryan from Woods Equipment as he brought us this Batwing mower to try out here on the ranch, and he had a chance to tell us all about it. Hey guys, you've all heard of Batwing mowers, and I know I had, and every mower that I saw on the side of the road that had the arms that folded down, I thought that was a Batwing mower. Turns out I was completely wrong. Batwing mowers are exclusively Woods mowers. You've seen me wearing this sweatshirt for a little while, and now we get a chance to take a look at a Woods mower here on the ranch. We're going to be mowing sagebrush with it, and Woods was so nice to send Ryan out here all the way from Dodge City, Kansas.
Yep.
There's a Dodge City, Missouri.
Dodge City, Kansas.
Yep. To come up here and kind of walk us through the Woods Batwing mower. Now, this is a 20-foot mower?
This is our 20-foot medium-duty motor.
Medium duty.
Medium duty.
See, this thing's a beast. I can't imagine how the big one looks.
Yeah, so we actually have a lighter design. It's the 50 series, we call it, 51 now, and then we have one heavier than this, is a 71.
Wow.
Yep.
So we're going to be mowing sagebrush with this thing. Is that kind of a usual use for these, or what if you were going to, what would this be, just a normal everyday walk in the woods for a Woods mower?
It can handle a lot.
Yeah.
We have a cutting capacity on this machine of about 4 inches. So if you've got sagebrush that'll grow a stalk that big, we can knock it over.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've got fence posts that big.
It's probably been known to happen, but probably not recommended.
No, I don't want to be picking barbed wire out of that thing, that's for sure. We're going to walk you guys through some of the features of the Batwing mower. Now, coming up in upcoming videos, we're going to get this thing out and we're going to mow down sagebrush. Our big thing with sagebrush when we mow it down is we want to do it while the sagebrush is dormant, so it's not coming back. That means we have to do it when it's pretty cold, but we don't have that much snow. So that'll be coming up here in about a week or so. And then the other thing is that we're going to be making some new hay fields. So that's going to be where this thing really does come in handy, and 20-foot cutting is going to be all the world of difference. We've got an 8-foot mower that I think would take us all day long, where this thing is going to really help us out. So Ryan, what is what's the big feature? What's the big selling feature? If you got somebody that comes in and is looking at one of these mowers, what's the first thing you tell them that makes the Woods different?
The best thing about the Woods product is the durability of the machine. You know, we had 3 Woods brothers start this company in 1946. In fact, the 3 round tops they started operations out of are still in our factory today. You can see the roof line from inside the building.
Wow. So they built right over the top of them?
Yeah, they incorporated into the building and everything. It's not too far out the engineering door.
Yeah, no doubt, I bet.
It's a cool feature of our heritage. That's what Woods has always been known for. Along the way, we figured out different ways to make the product better. Baffling to make the cut quality good. The way we swing our blades, you know, the quick change blade pins, the easy change blade pins, excuse me, that make it easy to change the blades, so you're not spending all day long servicing this thing trying to get it to go.
That makes sense.
In the tractor seat.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever worked around farmers or ranchers, first of all, number one, we know how to break stuff. Yep. That happens really fast. If something's going to break, it's going to break pretty darn quick. But also, when you are down, you don't want to be down forever. And so being able to do things fast and easy, especially if you have to change blades or even just pull blades off and sharpen them or something, or even greasing, can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, so we actually have a unique easy change blade pin system that allows you to get in there, change the blade out fairly quickly. You don't need a torch, you don't need a big sledgehammer to beat the pins out. Most of the time they'll come out in your hand.
Well, let's take a look at that and see how it works. So this machine has 2 blades. You were explaining to me earlier that you can actually have 4 blades on this pan. The more blades you have, the better cutting ability that you've got?
So in this design, we actually added 2 more blades on these pans. What we were trying to do is mimic what a flail shredder would do in corn stalks. So we wanted that real fine cut. We wanted to spread the material out evenly and get it chopped up as much as we could. Through testing, we found that we can actually put an extra set of blades on there and get twice the cut through the machine, making it smaller. It'll almost do the job, especially in corn stalks, of a flail mower, but not quite. So,
Right, and so you're almost getting like a mulching action as it keeps on cutting while it's
yeah,
down in here.
A little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So these are the blades. They're sharp, but they're not super sharp. Is there a reason they're not, you know, razor sharp on these kind of machines?
Well, you know, honestly, these act like a club as they go around. In fact, when you're dealing with larger brush, small trees, things like that, we want the momentum to jerk through, and they'll pivot. So if they do hit something, they'll at least pull back. But it's the momentum of the swing that actually knocks it out. We do have a sharper edge on ours. It's a hardened blade that'll last, and it won't need sharpened near as often. But that sharp edge will also give it a nice cut when you're dealing with, you know, pasture mowing. You know, you want your your rough ground to look nice.
Right, exactly. So how often would you have to change blades in a normal operation?
And that all depends on what you're sticking through it.
True. Yeah.
You know, if
Those
you're going
fence
to go up
posts
there,
are gonna,
oh
yeah.
yeah. Somebody hits a culvert, guess what?
Yeah.
It's immediately. But you know, a lot of these machines put a lot of hours on them before the blades actually need to be changed. And you'll notice signs. You'll notice like the wings on the back will start to wear down. This area will wear into the blade some more. And when you're cutting the finer material, you'll notice that it doesn't quite do as good of a job as it would if it had the sharper edge on it. You know, just like your lawnmower does in your lawn.
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right, so let's take this blade off and we'll see how easy it is.
So what we've got here is we've got our blade pin design. This is our easy change. It takes a 3/4 end wrench. We've got a bolt that holds a clip in here. We'll loosen that.
Try not to drop anything.
We'll take we'll take the clip out. This is the clip that holds it in place. We've got a lock on this. This actually has a big hole that slides over the sleeve.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then we have a spacer on here that holds the bolt in place. And then we are shimming these blades so we get the right amount of travel here at the end of our blade. And that's kind of important in some of these. But with that done, now I can take this blade and I've got it right there.
Very cool.
One of the cool features we added to this easy change design was a grease zerk inside the housing of the pin. You can see the grease hole where it greases through the pan. It also kind of helps prevent that from locking up in there. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can imagine, you know, probably the number one important thing is this: you don't want the blade to come off while you're operating the machine.
Absolutely.
So that's why all the locks and the secondary safeties on there.
Safety first.
Yeah, no doubt. Very cool. What else you got to tell us about it?
So this design of these blades, we can actually access the center section of the machine through the access hole and change the blades from the top of the deck instead of the bottom, eliminating a crushing hazard or anything like that. So it is all for safety.
This is the access hatch that Ryan was talking about. It's just that simple door right there, and you just slide the new blade in and pop it on.
You'll push the new blade in there and then put the pin in and bring it right up into the pan, and the weight of the blade will hold itself in there to where you can use your other hand to put the clips and stuff like that on.
Very cool. Very cool. So before we get into all the technical and how this whole thing works, let's go ahead and hook it up. Okay. And we can show how it folds down and how it stands up and get ready to get to work. And then we'll talk about, we'll start at the front and work our way back.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Oh, roll forward a little bit.
Okay, on this one we've got 3 different hydraulic hookups, one for each wing and then one for
this raise up and down.
Up and down.
Yep.
So.
And then you've got your up and down there.
Yep.
Cool.
On goes our PTO, which is always the fun part. Actually, this is a 1,000 RPM PTO, which is a lot easier than a 540. You don't have to have it spun in the right direction, but that's pretty much it, just right there, right?
Yeah, so
Slide
we've got the auto lock on the front of these shafts, and we'll slide it forward. It'll hit that detent and it'll lock in place. So.
Nice. There it goes.
A little wiggle, it's on.
Yeah, that's it. So nice. Let's see if we got the hydraulics right.
Yeah. That'd be the first.
And that's all there is to it. I mean, it's ready to go, ready to mow right now, wouldn't it be? If I kicked on the PTO, we'd be off and rolling. These tires, I got to tell you, tell me about these tires, because these aren't normal, everyday, off-the-shelf tires.
No, so these are used aircraft tires. They're foam-filled. They've got these are the 29-inch ones. They've got a little more rubber on in the place where you need it for your suspension and stuff. But you know, these are actually 25-ply tires, so they're real heavy.
They are heavy. I had to move one around. They are very heavy. Do you know what kind of airplane these come off of?
I have no idea.
That'd be interesting to know.
Yeah.
So when we start, when we're looking at this thing all jacked up like this, you obviously have a wide range of where you can cut, and even if you're cutting something really tough, you could start high and kind of work your way down as you move through. What is our cut range?
So this machine here, we can cut anything from 2 inches all the way up to 15, and then we've got some extra height here to actually raise this thing up over obstacles if you run across, you know, something in the field you want to go over the top of. Is kind of the range where we're at.
Very cool. And if you do have to, it's got locks and safety mechanisms, of course, so that if you do have to get out, you know, get something out from underneath it, you can lock everything that you don't end up getting hurt.
Yeah, so the wing cylinders will have their own locks on them, and then we have a lock on that center section so we can actually lock it up, you know, to prevent any kind of falling, crushing, or anything like that.
Very cool. So one thing I like about the whole machine is it's actually a pretty clean machine. There's not a whole lot sticking up. It's pretty clean.
Yeah, we actually try to eliminate as much as we can from the top of the deck. So we do have a true dome debris shedding deck. So it's real easy to broom off the material, you know, take an air blower, just knock off what accumulates there while you're mowing.
Or if you're in Wyoming, you've got wind to do that for you too.
Yeah.
Nothing getting caught up though. Yeah, self-cleaning. Yeah. Let's talk about the gearboxes here really quick, because these things, you know, they're pretty hefty.
Yeah, so these are one of our largest gearboxes we offer today. This is a 275 horsepower box. There's some really unique designs in our boxes. One, we're using a tapered roller bearing in the bottom. We've got dipsticks in the top. And we've got this unique channel on the bottom of our gearboxes that allows us to keep oil at that bottom bearing where it's needed the most. You can kind of see that channel right through here. So what these tapered roller bearings, what happens when you kick these on, it pumps all the oil to the top of the box. What we want to do is keep as much oil as we can in that bottom bearing. We keep that bearing cool, and you know, it just increases the life of that bearing. We also use a real thick mud seal in the bottom. So with this design, we actually put a 6-year gearbox warranty on there that includes that seal for the life of the warranty. So
with a machine like this is a 20-footer, it's the medium duty machine. What kind of tractor do you need to run these? I mean, obviously you've got a wide variety that can probably, pretty much any tractor can run all the way down to the bottom, but what about this size? What are we looking at?
So it takes a minimum of 65 horsepower to operate this machine.
Okay.
A little bigger isn't going to hurt anything, but really anywhere from 65 to 300 horsepower tractor, this machine will fit its needs in there.
And what's the smallest machine that you guys make?
Width-wise or horsepower-wise?
Both, how about?
Okay, so
I'll test you here.
We actually, I mean, we can go all the way down to like a 4-foot, 48-inch cutter to put on subcompacts. You know, we move up to a machine like this. We actually have the 2071, which will go up to 300 horsepower. So anywhere in between there, you know, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. You know, we offer these in half wings, half bats is what we call them. So we kind of have a machine for about everyone's needs, depending on what they're trying to mow, and then the horsepower of their tractors.
Very cool. And this is the 60-year anniversary this year of Woods.
That's right. Well, it's actually the 60th year of the Batwing.
Oh, okay, okay.
So 60 years ago in 1963, we designed a Batwing and put it into market. So the company itself, 1946, they were the first, the Woods brothers were the first ones to mount a belly mower on those old style tractors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Yep. So they started out with the mower and they just kept on going with it.
We're still this is our bread and butter.
Very cool. So it doesn't matter what size mower you need, Woods Equipment is going to have it for you and ready to get you hooked up. And how's the easiest way to find out anything about Woods?
Actually, you know, we're online. You know, www.woodsequipment.com. We have a lot of dealers across the U.S. that support our product well. And if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, we have an 800 number.
Wow.
1-800-619-6637, and you'll be in touch with somebody right away.
Very cool. All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. We're using this thing, cutting down some sagebrush. Is there any tips you can give me on cutting sagebrush?
No, some of the things I would look for is when this machine's mowing, you want a little bit of a forward edge into this. So you want the front of the blade to contact your material. Okay. And that's the only part. That way it cuts it off in the first pass and it slings it around in the back in the rest. If you get that any other direction, you're robbing horsepower from your tractor, you're using more fuel. Actually, you want it fairly level if you're going to machine, but if you want to lay a level on it, you want like a half bubble forward, maybe a half-inch nose down on the front. Very cool.
Ryan, thank you very much for coming up and giving us a hand with this thing. I'm looking forward to using it. Obviously, the tips with the sagebrush helps out a lot because I've never really cut sagebrush with one of these before, and I want to make sure that obviously you're doing it the most efficient way, fuel-wise, time-wise, and everything. And having 20 feet to cut with is going to cut down a huge amount of time and sagebrush. So thank you very much for coming up and showing us how it works, and hopefully we do you proud.
All right, thank you, Mike. Enjoy it. Appreciate it.
Really cool stuff, and I can't wait to get out and try this thing. We're going to be cutting sagebrush with it, and we're going to be extending some of our hay fields in order to better utilize the ground that we have here on the ranch. Mackenzie is over here in the Gator with us today. Hi, Mackenzie.
Hello.
How are you?
Great.
So, it's somebody's birthday today.
Yes.
Somebody very special and very important to you. Mm-hmm. And it's not you.
Yeah.
Whose birthday is it?
Bambis.
Who is Bambi?
My pet cow.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about Bambi? You have a list of Bambi facts in your pocket.
Yes.
And you're going to take us around today. We're going to go check cows. We're going to find Bambi. We're going to talk about some of Bambi's lineage that's on the ranch. We're going to talk about Bambi herself and some of her history. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to it. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Let's hit the road. How old is Bambi turning? 9. Bambi is turning 9 years old. And so how long have you been on the ranch?
Since 2011, so 12 years.
Since the day you were born?
Yeah.
2011. So that makes you how old? 12 years old.
Yeah.
So you're a little bit older than Bambi. Do you remember when Bambi showed up and when we got her? You don't remember it at all?
No, I was 4.
You were 4.
I think, right?
Yeah, you're about that. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Bambi was actually a bottle calf on the ranch, just like any other bottle calf that we've raised. Bambi's mom died during, not long after giving birth to Bambi. So we ended up taking Bambi and raising her on the bottle. And after a few months of doing that and you helping out, she got a chance to stay here and has been a part of our breeding herd ever since.
Bambi's mother had a stroke, right?
We think she had a stroke. She had some sort of weird thing that happened to her where she couldn't get up. Actually, what had happened was Bambi's mom had a bad hoof. And we brought her into our chute, which we didn't have the Aero Quip at that time. I think if we would have had the Aero Quip, things would have been a lot easier. But we brought Bambi's mom into the chute. We trimmed her hoof up with the help of a vet, and she actually went down in the chute. And we think that while she was down, she had a stroke or something like that. So she never ever got back up. So Bambi's mom actually laid by the shop for about 3 or 4 days, and we brought her food, we brought her water. She was alive, she just couldn't move. And then one day I came out and here's feet.
Yeah.
And so we got the calf out of her, which turned out to be Bambi, and she died just a few minutes later. So she was just holding on just to get Bambi a good chance at life.
There's Bear.
Yeah, there's Bear over there. Lots of our cows become pet cows. There's Lincoln's cow. No, that's not Lincoln's cow.
That's 23.
That's oh yeah, that is Lincoln's
23.
cow. That is Lincoln's cow back there. Yep.
She had a baby yet? No.
Now 48, and there's Bear. We call this one Bear because when she was a calf, she actually got frostbit, and you can see she doesn't have any ears, and she also is missing a tail. We call her Bear because she has the cute little bear ear thing going on.
Isn't Bear my cow too?
I think Bear is your cow.
I have all the special cows.
You do have all the special cows. All right, so since we're out here cruising around talking about Bambi on Bambi's birthday, of course we're going to take her some cake for her birthday. No candles involved, but we are going to take her some cake. What else can you tell us about Bambi and her history here on the ranch?
Can I pull up my paper real quick?
You can pull out your paper, yeah. She has a cheat sheet, just like her dad does.
Bambi has been pregnant for about 250 days, and she is due May 25th. Like
Very
one
cool.
of the last cows.
Yeah, one of the last cows to have a calf. What can you tell us about the calves that she's had up till this point? How many calves has she had?
7.
She's had 7 calves. And do you remember what the split was between boys and girls?
3 girls, 4 boys.
Okay, very cool. And as we travel around here today, we are actually going to look for Bambi's daughter, who is still out here on the ranch, and she has a son on the ranch as well. He's over on the feedlot. We're going to go take a look at him. And she has a grandson on the ranch as well.
I have a great-grandson.
You have a great-grandson?
Is that how it... That's...
So you're saying Bambi's your daughter.
Yeah, I say that a
So-
lot. I take care of her.
Okay, so Bambi's your daughter. So you have a great-grandson on the ranch.
Yes.
Wow. That makes me feel really old.
I'm 12.
All right, let's go find Bambi and wish her a happy birthday. There's another special cow, that's Cracker Jack. You can find him on the Cracker Jack t-shirt available on our website. And speaking of t-shirts, this year Mackenzie did a special Bambi birthday t-shirt, didn't you?
Yes.
Very cool. We'll give you a quick shot of it here right now. You can actually order that t-shirt on our website, OurWyomingLife.com, and this one gets a kickback on some of the sales. So, the profits on the sales, I should say. All right, where is your cow?
Not here. There's babies.
Oh, there she is. I see her. She's way down there. Let's sneak over here really quick, though, because we have a brand new baby that was just born this morning. Right over here, Mom is actually cleaning up after the baby.
By eating it.
And eating it, which is kind of gross. But there is a brand new baby. That is disgusting. And there's the new baby, number 15. Mackenzie, what's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
Good question. I don't know.
You don't know? What's something you don't like? Absolutely do not like.
Anything green.
Anything green. Okay.
Besides lettuce, I'll eat
green M&Ms.
No, those are good.
Those are good.
Like
okay,
vegetable.
so
I'll eat the lettuce because it has like no taste, but
lettuce has no taste. You'll eat lettuce. All right.
it's a watery taste, so it's
New calf is up and over there getting a drink from Mom, or at least working on it.
trying to.
There's another new calf. There's number 6.
That's not new. Number 6.
Well, relatively new.
All the calves are relatively new then.
There's Bambi right there. Boy, she's a big girl. She's actually, what'd you say? When did you say she was due?
May 25th.
May 25th. Do you remember what Bambi weighed when she was born?
72 pounds.
She weighed 72 pounds. Any idea what she weighs now?
1,340.
1,340 pounds. Hi, Bambi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo. You gonna give her some cake?
She's on your side.
Yeah, look at her. She's very happy to have cake on her birthday.
But she's very feisty about her only having cake. You get special treatment. We don't celebrate any other cow's birthday besides yours.
That's true. That's very true.
Always a pig. Okay, one more.
One more.
This is the biggest piece.
You're being a good cow.
She doesn't let me pet her. Hi.
I don't have anything.
Why don't you give her a piece? Give her a piece.
It's okay. You can give her.
Your tongue.
Did you get slimed?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. So since we're out here, Bambi, happy birthday. We'll come back and see you in just a minute. Since we're out here, Bambi does have a daughter who is part of our breeding herd. Do you remember her number?
Nope.
Nope.
76 green.
76 Green is Bambi's daughter. Let's go see if we can find her, and you can tell us about her a little bit.
Hey, hey. Who are you? Who are you?
76.
Six.
There she is right there. That is Bambi's daughter. Do you remember what you named her?
Princess Bliss, but I just call her Bliss now.
Yeah, you just call her Bliss.
Yeah.
What year was she born?
2017.
2017. So that makes her how old?
Don't want to do math. Does it say on here? She's going to be 6 years old this year.
Actually, she already is 6 years old because her birthday was April 15th.
Okay, so she's 6 years
so
old.
she is 6. But she has not had her calf yet. So when she does, that'll make Bambi a grandma again.
Again.
The rest of Bambi's family is actually located across the road in the feedlot, actually in the C team, which is the backgrounders. Those are the ones that are not quite big enough to make it into the feedlot yet, but they will get there eventually. We're gonna head over there and see if we can track them down and see what they look like.
Number 4 got into with the horses again.
Again. And we are looking for what number, Mackenzie?
Number 19, yellow.
Number 19, yellow. That is Bambi's son? Or her grandson?
I think that's Inky.
That's Inky?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're looking for a 38.
All right. Well, let's get out and take a look.
It's 28.
There's your backgrounders. Now, some of them are missing tags, so there's a possibility that we could be missing the tag. So we're looking for number 19.
Mm-hmm. That one's not. Oh, that's Marty. Wait.
That's Marty. Look how big Marty's gotten.
Hi. Hi, baby. Is your ear fixed?
And that's Frida.
Frida.
Oh, Marty. Oh, Marty.
Is your ear fixed?
Oh, where she ripped out her tag? Yeah. There's 15. Let's see what else we get here.
It's going to be one without a tag.
There's 19. Number 19 right there is Inky.
I can't see.
Right there, right back behind everybody, right? Right back there. Kind of hiding. And then number 38
Probably one without a tag.
is a granddaughter or grandson. Oh, who's that right there? Oh, that's 30.
That's 30. It's going to be one without a tag. Guarantee it.
Oh, there it is. It's a red one. 38 right there.
Ah.
Is a red, that is Bambi's grandson right there. A red calf. And Inky is hidden right back there.
We got Marty. Hi, baby.
Marty has gotten bigger, I'll give her that. Hey, your grandma's pretty cool. Your Grammy's pretty cool. Yeah. So Mackenzie, it's got to be pretty cool to be able to see your cow and then her babies that either go back into the breeding herd and make more babies of their own, or they end up in the feedlot where they support the ranch directly.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Let's go back over and see Bambi before we wrap things up and see how she's doing. Maybe we'll give her a little bit more cake. So here's a good question, Mackenzie. What is your very first memory of Bambi?
Probably the one where she bit my glove.
Where she bit your glove, and that was actually on film.
Yeah.
I think he likes it my way. Look! Write it down on my glove.
You were so little back then.
Yeah.
Look at you now. You're all growed up.
Growed up.
Growed it up.
Sounds like Groot.
You're grewed? You grewed.
Groot.
You grewed. And little Miss Bambi, you grewed as well.
You get more for being
Look
special.
at her. Aww.
You get more for being a special cow. You're gonna bite my fingers one of these days.
She already's done that.
Yeah. Hey.
I think she likes you.
I mean, you're the one who like brought her into the barn and stuff.
Yeah, but you know, you became her person.
Yeah.
Mackenzie can come out in the field and yell for Bambi, and she will come running. Actually, she can actually go in our backyard, and Bambi will run to her backyard.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
Remember when we were in the gator and you tried calling her name and she didn't come, then I did?
Yep, and then here she came.
Because you love me more. Right. That's enough, okay?
You're gonna fill her up all the way to the top, right?
Yeah. I think we already have.
Alrighty, guys, Bambi's birthday. Congratulations, 9 years on the ranch. A bunch of calves. Number 8 is on the way. Just keep watching. I'm sure she's going to have her calf before too long. Last year, she had her calf on April 25th, just a few days after her birthday, but I think this year we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer.
Bambi.
You can't eat the gator.
You're getting...
Also, be sure to check out the website. We're going to put a link down in the description for this year's Bambi's birthday shirt. Mackenzie did it last year, sold quite a few shirts. You know, all that college fund and all that good stuff that's coming up. We're showing her how to earn her own keep. And
Didn't we also do last year where someone would get like a free giveaway?
oh, do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right. If you sign up for our newsletter, we'll get you signed. You can grab yourself a free t-shirt, Bambi t-shirt as well. Mackenzie's going to give one away, so make sure you're signed up to our newsletter. You can do that on our website, ourwyominglife.com. If it doesn't pop up automatically for you, just scroll down to the bottom. There's a little button that says join our newsletter or something like that. Just click there, and you'll be able to get logged in. Lots of stuff still on the way. We're going to be using that Batwing mower to mow a whole bunch of sagebrush and improve our hay fields. That's coming up in just a couple days. Also, the 30 and 30 wraps up with a 24-hour live stream. And once again, this year, we're going to be having mail call.
I'm not giving her any cake, so she came over to your side.
And if you would like to see your package or letter or whatever else you'd like to send to us featured during mail call, you can send it to Our Wyoming Life, P.O. Box 667, Gillette, Wyoming 82717. So go grab your t-shirt. Sorry, kiddo, I didn't mean to smack you. You got a fly on your face. So go grab a t-shirt at ourwyominglife.com, and if you want to participate in the 24-hour live stream, send whatever you want. I don't care. It can just be a letter or whatever. Gives us something to show back to our community how much you guys care. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Mackenzie, you have anything to add?
Send me stuff too.
Mackenzie's going to be in the 24-hour live stream as well, so apparently she wants to be a part of mail call. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow on the 30 and 30 on Our Wyoming Life. Do you want to sing happy birthday to Bambi? Happy birthday, Bambi.
Do you want to sing happy birthday?
Not really. Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome back to the 30 and 30 here on Our Wyoming Life, where today we have a special episode on the way. It's Bambi's birthday, and Mackenzie is going to head off the... No, okay. Start over.
Great job.
Mackenzie's birthday party is coming up, but for first... Let me start that over, too. Mackenzie's birthday is... No, not Mackenzie. Bambi's. And a few weeks ago, we had a chance to sit and talk to... I should really figure out what I'm talking about here.
Okay, she has been pregnant for about 25 days, and
Nope. Try again.
Okay. Wait, 25. I said 25.